Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Boardsy, and in this video, we're going to be doing a review of the Roccat Elo 7.1 Air. This is Rockat's newest wireless headset. There's a whole line of headsets that they just dropped. They actually sent this one out to me, but there are two others. And if you're interested in seeing the whole line of headsets, watch Techni's review, link in the description. I watched it myself, even though I have the headset. Great video, very informative. And he sort of knows more about audio than I do. Like, I'm not going to lie, I haven't tried a ton of headsets. I'm coming from HyperX Cloud Alphas, and before that, I just had like Turtle Beach, very cheap headsets. Never really cared about it. This is definitely the highest quality headset I've had, and I'm interested in trying some new ones. I think I'm going to get the HD58X. That's what people keep fucking spamming me about. But currently, this is my main headset, and I don't see myself going back to the HyperX Cloud Alphas ever. The only thing that's not great about this headset, in my opinion, is the comfortability. It does sort of like clamp on your head. It's nothing that bothers me too much, but if I have them on for like many hours in a row, I do sort of notice when I take them off that my head does feel like sort of squished. But it's nothing that I'm too worried about. Hopefully my head doesn't like have a fucking deformity over time. But it's like a bit tight almost because they have a one size fits all approach. Like you can't adjust it. It adjusts onto your head. I'm sure you can imagine how that is. Like depending on where your head is, this thing like moves, and it's just kind of feels like it clamps on you. But it's not too big of an issue. It's just it's noticeable. You notice that a headset's on your head. In some of the past headsets I've had, that's not the case. Uh, Another thing to mention is the build quality. This is a Roccat product, so it is built like fucking steel. I've spent many minutes trying to break this thing, and I just cannot. It's extremely flexible. It feels like a paracord almost. But yeah, really epic build quality. I'm sure like other people have like fucking taken a hammer to it and dropped it off of buildings, but you can take my word for it. Same company that made the KPU, and I could definitely take out months of rage on this thing without it breaking. So the same thing goes for the headset. Uh, in the box, you're going to get just the dongle, the headset, and this mic. It is detachable. And honestly, it's kind of surprising to me, but this mic is passable. I've heard that wireless headset mics are fucking horrible. I've watched like BT and Random Frank P videos, but this mic, like, it isn't that bad. I'll do a full sound test at the end. But in short, unless you're a content creator, you don't need anything better. Like, if you just like chill with your friends, play online games, use voice chat, like it's good enough. Nobody's gonna be like, "Hey, your mic's fucking trash." But just wanted to mention that. The setting it up is very seamless if you have a brain. Charging it, I charge mine once every 2 nights. You can see the fucking battery percentage in the software. It only updates on like every time it goes down 25%, which is sort of annoying, but really, if you want to be super cautious, just charge it every night. Or whenever you go AFK, and you will be fine. The battery life is nothing to worry about. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. I'm going to address the elephant in the room, the RGB on the headset. People are probably like, does this increase your aim since it's a headset and not a mouse? And yes, it actually increases it by 20% because it has two RGB zones. Can you fucking believe that? The headset has RGB. But obviously for battery life, if you really want to be conservative, you can just turn the RGB off. Now I'm going to talk about the wireless experience. So first off, obviously, whenever you take a wire away from a product, that adds a certain level of convenience. I would say headphones are one of the biggest ones because you wear them on your head, on your body. When you stand up, if you have a wire, that is most likely going to affect you. You can't walk around with a wired headset. So if you would enjoy that added convenience, I definitely understand that. It's big. It's a bigger change than like going from a wired mouse to a wireless mouse because that's all performance. This is convenience. You feel me? I feel like that kind of makes sense. My old headset also had a really shitty wire that kind of frayed, so I imagine that's how it feels when somebody goes from like a Zowie rubber cable to a like actual like lethal paracord. But just wanted to mention that as well. There's no like delay or anything in game. It's fucking 2020. Setting it up was as easy as putting the dongle in and waiting for the software to realize that the headset was plugged in. It charges through USB-C. I don't think I remembered to mention that. Roccat provides a pretty nice USB-C cable. I actually use it to charge my phone. I have a Huawei phone. It just plugs in like such. Well, should I? Yeah, I guess I will fucking full send it, plug it in, and now it's charging, indicated by the little red thing, and there's a beep on the headset, yada yada. There's some fucking buttons on the headset. You can mute the mic. You can adjust the volume. This is like the same volume adjuster wheel that is found on the Apex Pro. Like it changes the Windows volume, not like the onboard headset volume. And there's a power button right here. That's really all you need to know about the headset. Now I'm going to talk about like the pads and shit. This kind of feels like leather. It feels exactly the same as the couch in my living room, actually. Like, it's kind of like absurd how similar they feel. And up here, it feels like something you'd find in a car. I don't remember what analogy Techni made, but it was a pretty good one. It's both of these materials are fairly squishy. I honestly have no idea why it clamps on your head. Maybe if I fucking studied headsets, I would know. But this thing's made out of metal. It feels very strong. There's like a swivel thing, which I don't know if you adjust or if it adjusts on its own. But like I said, it's a very well built product, and for it being wireless and costing $100, I'm a fan. And for this final portion of the video where I talk about the sound and software, I'm actually going to be using the headset mic. I just wanted to give like a full sound test into like how it actually sounds. And it is kind of nice to be able to move around and not worry about the fucking mic's gain being too low, but obviously the quality of the pod mic is far superior. This isn't like a fucking top tier mic by any means, but it gets the job done, and that's really all you should be expecting from a headset. I don't really but this is like good enough for most people, you feel me? Like normal people don't need XLR mics. Unless you're a content creator, like some type of fucking musician or whatever, you don't need an XLR mic. And a headset mic like this is more than good enough. This isn't something I'd complain about if I heard it in game chat. But now in the software, the sample rate, I don't really know what this means. There's not much difference between all of them. Voice clarity, this doesn't really do anything. Audio clarity, though, one of the biggest settings I've ever found in the history of settings. Um, when I have it off, it sounds very average, on par to like other headsets I've used. But then when I turn it on, it actually makes the music way punchier. I actually saw that in a review I read of this headset online because I was fucking stressing about like not knowing about headsets, and somebody said that the audio was punchy, and I was like, yo, that is the perfect word. That's how it sounds. And if you really want the headset to be loud, the audio, like you can feel it like vibrating in your ears, and like it doesn't hurt, but it is noticeable, and it's totally a different experience. This is a little curve I've been using. I don't recommend using the bass EQ, but this equalizer, just doing this curve, it's been good enough for me. It's a nice mix between gaming and listening to music. I do only listen to Blade, so my music taste might be a bit different, but this has been perfect for that. They have all of these presets, though, if you just want to fucking go with something they recommend. The default is alright, but you gotta turn the audio clarity on if you get this headset, because I can't stress enough, it really changes it from like an average headset to like something I haven't experienced before. But I don't want to seem like too much of an idiot. I'm sure there are headsets that sound better, like studio headphones, but I haven't tried those yet. I do need to try those, then I'll come back to this. But as of right now, this is the best audio quality I've experienced. And to wrap up my thoughts about this headset, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I was pleasantly surprised with it. For $100, I think it's a pretty good value compared to that's what I paid for my fucking Cloud Alphas. I tried to not like do a direct comparison, obviously, but for a high quality wireless headset that comes with a passable mic, and the only con is that it's not very comfortable. I'm all for it. And it's not like it's squeezing your head like a fucking childhood bully. It's a fairly comfortable headset. It's just not the cream of the crop per se. But yeah, it has RGB. What more could you ask for? But seriously, the audio quality has been much better than anything I've used before. And it's not like I used like very low tier headsets. Like they were all right. So yeah, I'm a fan. Definitely my new main. And that's going to be all for this video. I'll leave a test of the fucking magic voice settings. But thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and sub.
But yeah, the magic voice setting should be on right now, so I should be sounding like a man. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to mean. But now I'll go to the female.
Obviously, I'll just go over software a little bit. You can change the illumination if you want. You can use this shit. I use this to match it to my KPU. Very, very epic. But there's also surround sound settings. I prefer 7.1 balanced. It just sounds best to me.
That sounds like a cartoon character. I'm kind of hoping for something like Bugs the Bunny-esque. Gonna be very disappointed if not. But the superhuman hearing, I'm not a fan of it. I don't understand.
Why Turtle Beach slash Roccat like advertise it so hard. It kind of just makes all other sounds sound dull, but it makes in-game sounds a bit more noticeable, like very footsteps, not like actual like gun sounds, just minor game sounds. It, like amplifies them, but it makes everything else sound worse, so I just leave it off. But that's gonna be all for this video. Make sure to leave a like and sub.